So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
John.
Mike 50, Mike 50. No gain on this defense. No.
They're working out of the gun. Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds his tight end, Graham. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
2 times. 4 down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike 40. Check. He's coming. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
This is Jones, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Check three. Whip. Watch the whip. Gun. Go now. Mike's 42.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. Preston Smith there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie. Brings up 2nd and 9. Mike's 42. Watch the run. 42's a mark. Let's go, baby. Turn it over.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get him. You got him.
Now Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Read 18. That's the run. They're running it. Check, Mike. Check nine, check nine.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now Rodgers, a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
26.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Chopper, chopper.
35-yard line.
Hatchet, hatchet.
From the 35 on second down, Rodgers. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Mike's 42. Mike's 1.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long for Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running right, Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden Land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
61, match box, lights.
8 yards on the pickup.
They run it again with Cook, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins, and Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. Cousins on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Mike 4-2, Mike 4-2.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
Hey, Roy.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Check 42 to Mike. Check 42.
They'll throw again. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Go. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Gun. Here we go.
Cousins again. And he's able to find Diggs. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
First down.
Check. Gun.
On 1st down, Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Listen to me. Hey, Alpha. 42. Mike 42. Gun. Watch the curl. Mike 42. It's a party now. Hey, Steamer. 42. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Cousins. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Done. I got you. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Hey, high 7.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Check. Frag down. Hey, 88.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
No.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Shoot. Yeah, Liz.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Shift on the 50. Big air. X3, 218, chopper.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
Second and 10. At the 16-yard line.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Throwing is Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime,
this is caught inside the 15. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Come on, let's go. Hey, can. Slam. Gun.
On second down, Cook. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.